Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan. Thank you so much for coming by. The Rideshare Hub is a place for Uber and Lyft drivers as well as gig, rideshare, anybody interested in gig economy to come together. And usually we talk about make more money, ways to make more money, but today we're talking about something even more specific about money, because this could actually change the entire gig economy. I mean, it pretty much is already. This is crazy. I'm like literally at a loss for words. I heard about it last night. I made a couple videos on it, uploaded them, went to bed, woke up at 6 a.m. this morning, had to get my oil changed. You know, I'm just every single waking moment I'm just reading about this stuff. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. I got my really horrible coffee. Sorry Starbucks, but this coffee is horrible. And the lid is all messed up, so I literally took a drink of it and it spilled all over me. Come on, Starbucks. Ugh, anyways, I'm just in a weird mood because I don't know what to make of all this, guys. Let me know your thoughts. So if you didn't know, I'm gonna share mine, but I mean, I just listened to the Rideshare Professor. Shout out to him. Go check out his video and tell him that the Rideshare Hub sent you. He actually did. I mean, he is celebrating that this bill passed. If you guys, and you know, he actually had some really cool things to say. And at first I was like, yeah, I don't know about this bill, but I mean, he took this as a victory. So you know, if you disagree with him or with me, you know, this isn't a way to bash other people. This is a learning experience. So I mean, even though you might not necessarily agree with somebody, you can still learn from somebody. So go check out his video. But anyways, I'm gonna get into it. So if you haven't heard yet, AB5, the bill that the California State Assembly wrote to classify gig workers as employees, just passed last night. The vote was 29 to 11, and it's pretty nuts. So this was a bill imposed by, again, I'm gonna get into all of it, but before I do, guys, if you can do one simple thing for me, guys. They never ask you to do anything except one thing. If you guys know what it is, if you haven't done it yet, then you're about to do it right now, hopefully. All right, it's hit the like button. If you drive for Uber or for Lyft, smash the thumbs up button, guys. Trying to get this channel, you know, growing. So if that's just one thing you can do to help support me, you know, as a creator, you know, like, I do like doing this for fun, but also I do like providing good news. So if you can help me keep doing that, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to see more videos on this channel. So quick debrief on what's going on. I'm basically going to share my thoughts, share what's going on, and then share my thoughts. So what is going on? The gig economy has been rising. Uber started in 2010, but not only Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Grubhub, also nail salon people, construction workers, truck drivers. There are a lot of companies that hire people to work they contract people to work. And when you contract somebody out, they get no benefits, they get no set wages. I mean, sometimes they get a set wage depending on what the job is, but like, basically they can be terminated at any point. Like, you know, there's no right to unionize. Basically, it's really cheap and affordable to contract out somebody because you don't need to hire them. You know, you don't need to go, you know, you don't need to interview them. There's no like processing, like very expensive processes. There's tax breaks, and basically it's just cheaper, more affordable, and easier for a company to hire somebody as a contract worker than an employee. And so now that it's estimated almost 30% of our workforce in the United States are contract workers, like people who rely on contract work for full-time income. So that's almost 1 out of 3 people work full-time on a contract basis or freelance. So that's a huge amount. I mean, just to put that bluntly, like, if there's 1 million people, that's almost 300,000 people, and who are not getting benefits, who are not getting, you know, access to healthcare, like, or like, I guess, easy access to healthcare through their employers. So Now the California government is like trying to step in. The California State Assembly, again, they wrote this bill to classify, to put all of these gig companies, literally every single one, sweep them all up and say, hey, you guys are hacking the system. You should be providing benefits. And you guys have even seen the lawsuits. I mean, maybe you haven't, but there's been tons of drivers for Uber, at least for Uber that I've seen, who, you know, put up a lawsuit to Uber for misclassification and basically saying that, hey, you know, we should be have been receiving employee type benefits this whole time. You know, for me, I've never driven full time. Well, I guess at one point I did kind of drive I did my other job as well as rideshare full time, but what was I saying? So it's basically, yeah, for me, it's just, I just do it part-time, but a lot of other people do it full-time, and so it's really taking a toll, you know. Again, we have to use our own cars, but like this is not just for drivers, this is for all gig industries. But yeah, for Uber and Lyft specifically, since this is the rideshare hub, you know, we have to use our own cars. This is you know, this is not a small thing. Uber and Lyft drivers make up a huge portion of this. Yeah, we have to use our own cars, we have to use our own maintenance, and we don't receive any benefits, you know, no health insurance or anything, so or at least like cheap, like an employee would, or like an employer would provide cheap healthcare and insurance and stuff. So yeah, here we go, guys. This is what you see here. California approves bill that will turn gig workers into employees. Uber and Lyft really did not want this to happen. Last night when this happened, I can just picture everyone at Uber just all of their heads down. Like, you've seen that emoji, just like, bruh. And a lot of drivers are celebrating. Right now, for me, I don't know whether or not to celebrate, because honestly, I don't know how it's gonna look. It would be great if, like, we could still keep our flexibility. I could still work part-time, you know, here and there. And I didn't have to work like 40 hours a week. If they require me to work, you know, 40 hours a week, even 20 hours, like I'm talking about, like, yeah, I could work 20 hours a week, but, you know, I like to take, the reason I like doing Uber and Lyft is because, you know, I like to take a couple weeks off, you know, then get back on the platform, then drive 40 hours a week, then drive 0 hours a week the next week. Like, we have to drive a set schedule every single week. It's really not going to make sense for me, nor for a lot of you guys, or, you know, whoever's watching this, for other drivers as well. So, you know, I don't know, but if we're allowed to keep that flexibility and we can just sign up for blocks, kind of like, you know, Amazon Flex does, I think Grubhub does that as well. I haven't worked for either of those companies yet, but, you know, maybe they will go on that business model. So, I don't know, like, I don't know whether or not to celebrate, because this could very well be a great thing. This could be the first time that drivers start getting paid, you know, I haven't really complained about the rates, because here in California, the rates are great. I see still great money, but I know in a lot of other states, like, I do empathize with you guys where the rates have dropped. This might, you know, and a lot of you guys have been complaining, but, or drivers have been complaining, this might be the first time that, like, yeah, you're gonna actually get paid a living, like a solid wage. So yeah, again, I don't know whether or not to celebrate, because it will be very interesting to see what Uber and Lyft, how they accommodate this. They even said, I mean, if they do, they even said that before, that if this passes, when they filed for their IPO, they said if it would not make sense for our drivers to be employees, and now that's happening. So I don't know, maybe Uber and Lyft will no longer be in California. Like, they will just be like, congratulations everyone, now we're shutting down. Like, and maybe all these other so many startups are just like people who rely on, I mean, even, I don't want to say like call any names out, but like companies that rely on Uber and Lyft, you know, they will probably most likely have to shut down, because what happens when you're an employee, you might have to only work for one platform, you know. Yeah, you're gonna have to pick either Uber or Lyft. Which one do you like better? So here we go, guys. Yeah, again, that's pretty much what's going on. Now I'm gonna get into this article here. This is on CBS. It says California approves bill that will turn gig workers into employees. California lawmakers have passed a bill that would provide new wage and benefit protections to workers at so-called gig economy companies. So provide new wages. This is a new wage. This could be an increase in wage, such as app-based business worth tens of billions of dollars about to fight the measure. The 2911 vote late Tuesday sends the bill back to the state assembly for final approval over strident Republican opposition. Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom said he reports about 400,000 Californians who work for app-based companies could be impacted by the measure, according to the LA Times. 400,000 Californians. Wow. AB5 has drawn staunch opposition from on-demand delivery. Yeah, no, I haven't heard one company that likes it, that likes this bill. Gig economy work has blamed by some economists and labor activists for increasingly precarious work conditions for on-demand workers. Guys, really quickly, if you want to, this is the girl who wrote the bill. Let's see if we can go on our Twitter. If you guys have any questions, this is her. Somebody just said look her up on Twitter. You guys can tweet her. 20,000 followers, so she might not reply to you right away. But it seems impossible to think that it's been 18 years since 9/11. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess it is 9/11. Rest in peace. We still have to pass AB5 on concurrence from the assembly. Okay, I don't know what that means. That's her hugging. Today we choose to rebuild the working and middle class, protect taxpayers, and help responsible businesses thrive. Yeah. Basically, and another good thing that I've heard is that, this also was from the Rideshare Professor. Sorry, I don't want to steal what he's saying, so I'm trying to credit him as much as possible because he did say some really cool things. He said there is nothing innovative about a company that underpays their workers. Something to think about. A lot of these huge gig companies, that's how they do well. I saw somebody who posted a screenshot. They were doing some food delivery platform. Again, I don't remember specifically, so I don't want to call it any names, but it was like a 20-minute ride, food delivery ride, and he got like $2. It's like, that's not what an employee would make. That's what a underpaid contractor would make. And yes, it can be great at times. It can be a great side hustle, but $2 for 20 minutes, come on. These companies they're right. At the end of the day, she's pretty much right. These companies have really gone through some big loopholes. And it's the first time that it's really making a huge impact. The government has seen wow, 400,000 people will be affected by this. So yeah, there's so many. She's retweeting everyone. Maybe if you tweet out something, she'll retweet you and tag her. But yeah, these people are celebrating. Proud to see so much support. Yeah, she is, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, go, yeah. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. I know some people at these companies read my comments, so if you have something good to say, leave a comment and then go through the other comments and reply to the other ones. Leave those ones a thumbs up if you like them, because the government could be watching. They probably are watching, so they might hear what you have to say. Maybe you could have a bigger impact that, even leaving a comment, that's a big impact that you could have. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts again. Is this a celebration? Is this an increase in wage? We will find out. Leave a video thumbs up, or is this bad? We'll see. Leave a video thumbs up. Also, the governor still has to approve it, so we'll still see. There's still some hope for Uber and Lyft, the companies. Leave a video thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. I'll share my thoughts again later on. I'll probably make another video on this just because this is so huge. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that one. All right, bye guys.